So stats show it costs 5 to 25 times more money to bring on new clients than it is to upsell or cross-sell our current clients. And I think we're really focusing solely on new clients, which we still have to focus on new clients. I'm not saying we don't, but I think we have a gold mine within our book of business right now that we're not really going all in on, right? There's a lot of opportunities to cross-sell our current clients. We may have their home and not their auto not their home. What about life insurance? All of our commercial clients, I know there's a lot of lines of insurance that we're not handling with our current clients. So we really need to be focusing in 2025 on cross-sell and rounding out accounts. New business is still going to be a focus. We're still going to be focusing on new business, but this has to be a priority moving forward. And we're really going to dissect and figure out what are the best ways to have these conversations. When is the best time to have those conversations? Because I think this is a really missed opportunity here. Look, if you're in the insurance industry, you know exactly what cross-selling and account rounding is, right? Everybody talks about it, but not everybody executes on it. I've been having a lot of conversations with agency CFO and some of our partners that we've partnered with to maximize our revenue here, and account rounding and cross-selling is a key part of it. And so I'm really dissecting on how we're going to do this, what's the best way to account round, cross-sell, types of conversations to have, and why not a lot of people do it, because I think that it's a really big opportunity within all agencies, including ours, and in 2025 that is one thing that we're absolutely changing. All right, look, there are many pros to why you want to cross-sell or account round your book of business. And the first main reason is you're going to optimize and amplify the lifetime value of that client. The more insurance policies you have for one client, your retention is going to go way up, and you're going to be providing more value to that individual client. You're going to be that advisor, that resource to them, that they know all of their insurance stuff is under one house. And the second reason it's really important to cross-sell and account round your book of business is it's going to make it harder for your clients to leave your agency. If they have 5, 6 policies with you, it's going to make it really hard for them to uproot and go to another agency. But if they only have their auto policy with you and this agent over here has their home and their business, it's going to be a lot easier for them to just pull that auto and bring it to them versus going, give me all your 6 policies and move them. They're going to be like, that's a lot of work. It's all with Jackson & Jackson already. Let me keep it there. And so, again, this is one thing we're not the best at right now. We have a lot of monoline policies, which means that we just have one policy of each client. And it's going to be really easy for another agent to come in and go, oh, let me handle that. You only have that one policy with it. And the fourth reason it's really good to account round and cross-sell your book of business is it serves your community. Now, one thing I loved about being an independent insurance agent is that we could represent not only just one company, we can offer multiple lines of products with different carriers, and we could really help out our community in many ways that others, say captive insurance agencies, can't. And so one area of that is working with small businesses and maybe helping that 1 or 2 auto account. And a lot of those smaller policies aren't really profitable. And so we really have to be careful with how much time we spend on, say, a small business account. If it's $500 in premium, we get $50 in commission, and I spent 2 weeks to do it. I'm not making much money on this, right? So one way to really make an account profitable is to get multiple lines of insurance. Because now look, you may have that one gentleman that has a small BOP because maybe he has a small little office, right? Maybe he's a attorney or he's a CPA, and you write the little BOP, which is a business policy, and it's got $1,000. I made $100 on it. But maybe we didn't know that he has a really nice home. He has a boat maybe, or an RV. He's got 3 or 4 really nice cars. He offers health insurance to his staff. Like, all of a sudden this account got large, but all I'm looking at is that $1,000 policy, and I'm going to think this client's not really a great client. But if I don't look at his entire portfolio and I don't look at him as a whole, I'm not getting that profitability per client, and I'm not really understanding the full picture there. And again, another agent's going to come by and go, we handle everything else, and your business policy's over there with Jackson Jackson. Why is that? Let's move that over. Now I lost it. So really, you have to look at the whole picture per account, because one policy may not be profitable, but having the whole account might be really profitable. And the last thing, number 5, is it really just boosts your revenue with very minimal costs. Like I said in the beginning of this video, it costs way more money to bring on a new client than it is to account round or cross-sell your current clients. So an easy way to boost your revenue in your agency, which I'm seeing already right now, with very little cost, is to have conversations with your current clients and try to bring on new lines of insurance within their life. They're already probably paying for it. They just don't have it with you. Maybe they don't even know you do that line of work. So having those conversations about their business, their life insurance, their home, their auto, whatever it may be, the other lines of insurance that you don't have with them, it's a really easy way to boost your revenue with very minimal costs. Okay, so I've been doing a lot of research on this account rounding and cross-selling and trying to dive deeper into if it's so good and it's that easy to cross-sell and really boost your revenue and all this. Like, why don't we do it? And why don't agencies, from what I've talked to, a lot of them struggle with it. And I think the challenging part, from what I can figure, is the intentionality of bringing it up, right? You're in a conversation and it's very easy to just help them with what they need. They ask for this, you give them that, and then you hang up the phone and you move on to the next one. But the intentionality of stopping them after you help them and say, hey, you know, Tom, I was noticing that, we have your home insurance and your RV, but like we don't even have your auto insurance. Who handles that? Well, I don't know, some guy at Allstate, I don't know. Oh, well, we do that and we have everything else of yours. Like, I would love to see if we could take a crack at it. And it's really, you don't have to be salesy, you don't have to be pushy about it, but you could bring this up in a casual way where they may go, oh, I never thought about that, Taylor, of course. And I think the other fear is there's the people that really would do these account rounding is the service rep a lot of times, because they're the ones dealing with the day-to-day service work. And I think with service people, they struggle with the fear of rejection. So I'm going to ask them and they're going to say no, and man, my life's going to really suck, right? And so I think there is a fear there of being pushy or getting rejected. I don't want to come off as a salesperson, like I'm just trying to help them. But we have to look at it as we're educating the client. We're telling them, let me help you with this. We're not trying to sell them something they don't need. They're already buying it. So let's really push them to say, hey, we noticed that we don't handle this. Do you have that insurance in place already? If you do, or you probably already do, Tom, but you don't have it here. Let me try. And so having those conversations, I think, is hard because you really have to be intentional with it. You have to know going forward, researching the account, seeing what we don't have, seeing maybe what he does have, and trying to bring those conversations up in a conversation. And that could be really challenging. So I'm just trying to figure out, and I think that's a big part of it because service people don't really like to sell. That's why they're in the service side, and salespeople don't really like to service. So it can kind of get muddied there, but I think there is some power in the service people being able to pitch those cross-sell opportunities when they're in a really good state. You just helped them save them money by getting them a discount. You did this and this, and they're feeling really good, and then being like, oh, by the way, Tom, we just saved you on your home. Let me take a look at your auto. Those are the perfect times to bring it up. Okay, so one really big thing that I've done at the agency recently was bring on agency CFO. If you're an insurance agent or an agency and you're struggling with like your numbers, agency CFO has done wonders for us, is showing us all of our numbers in all areas, and they have some phenomenal tools that they give you. And one area that they gave me, which was awesome, was not only like an 80-20 analysis, but one thing they also give you is a breakdown of like monoline policies versus how many policies you have per customer, right? And it really breaks it down. And this is crazy because I'll be fully transparent here. We have about over 50% of our clients have only one policy with us. That's really bad, I know, and I'm going to be transparent right here, right now, because next year at this time, I want that number to be way down, and so I'm saying this now on the record and on the books because I'm going to improve that number. And it's just knowing that number was a huge part because I didn't know that prior, right? So having this number in front of me and seeing the number of customers that have one policy with us, we have that number, the percentage, and the total. But seeing that number of over half of our clients only have one policy with us is really a bummer, right? It's sad. It's okay. I know some people are just, they're looking for auto insurance or home insurance or maybe just their life insurance. But what I also see that as is a huge opportunity and a huge gold mine to really drastically grow our business without having to do a ton of marketing, advertising, spending a ton of money to bring on new clients. This is literally just having conversations within our own book of business to really bring that out. Not only is that going to improve our retention, it's going to improve the satisfaction of each customer. It's going to drastically improve our profitability and our revenue. So it's just like a win-win-win all the way around, and I'm so excited. Most people would see that number and think, get down, and I was down for a minute, but I also was very excited because I saw a huge opportunity there to really grow our agency in a fairly easy way. This is Taylor with Jackson & Jackson. How you doing? Yeah, I'll take that payment for you. I know sometimes their websites are a little finicky. I'm sorry about that. But yeah, we could totally process that for you. Just give me 1 second here. Let me pull it up. And the last four and the zip code of the billing. Right now, your homeowners does not cover earthquake, but I wanted to see if you'd be interested in taking a look at what that cost, because it'd be probably a smaller premium, and everybody says we're due for a big one, so I would hate for something to happen and you not have coverage there. So if earthquake was something that you'd be interested in, I could give you a quick price. For the 6 months, you'd be looking at like $600 per year, or for that 6 months, I'm sorry, and then come renewal, it would be $1,200 per year. Yeah, no worries. Yeah, I could always send you the proposal. I'll make a quick video on it and I'll share with you what it covers, what it does, and what the deductibles are, because it is a little different than your homeowner's insurance. So I'll send you a quick video with it. I'll send you the documents. You take a look, talk to your husband, let me know. But we can always do that at any time, really. So this was a prime example, okay? And I want to stop and just say this right now. I didn't know how this conversation was going to go. I was going to probably get rejected, but I wanted to share that rejection as well, right? Because this lady called to just make a payment. May wasn't here at the time, and Jerry wasn't available. So I took this payment. I normally don't, but I did. She's been a longtime client of ours. On Mercury's website, they give you an option to like cross-sell earthquake insurance or auto. It'll say on there like, hey, we don't have the auto, we don't have earthquake, and you can click it and it'll rate it pretty quickly. So I took the payment because that's what she called for. But then I saw that button on there and I was like, hey, by the way, we see that you don't have earthquake coverage on your home. Mercury could do it pretty easily. She thought it was a little expensive. She wasn't sure, but she's going to talk to her with her husband, but she was very pleased. She was like, yeah, okay, I never really thought about that. And again, even if she comes back and says no, the fact that I talked to her and I extended it and she declines it, then I know in my heart we did everything we could to try to upsell her. We already have her auto, her home, and her umbrella. We have her full account. We don't have earthquake though, and California, we get a lot of earthquakes. So this was something that I wanted to bring up, and I joked with her, we're due for a large one, right? Like, it's not a pushy sale, there's no pressure, but this is something that you're missing coverage-wise that maybe you would like to know about. And we'll see what happens, but I'm really excited to see where that goes, because that was a prime example. I've been trying to film myself making a couple of these cross-sale calls to show you guys, because I want to take accountability there too, as I have to do it more as well. And this was a perfect example, and I was like, oh man, this is a perfect one.
Everybody's job in the entire agency should be there to cross-educate all the options a client has with your agency. I can't get a quote from you if I don't know that you do it. And this is a big, big block in agencies. For so many agencies, if we just didn't even worry about new business and just sold to our current customers, we would grow at a much faster rate.
So The best ways we're going to go about it in 2025 to fully go down this project of rounding out accounts and cross-selling is there's going to be really three main ways, okay? It's going to be mentioning it to clients on every call that we have. And it's usually going to be if we're helping them in some way. Somehow they're in a good mood, right? We don't want to ask them for more business if they're in a bad mood, or if we have to tell them their rate increased. But if we could somehow help them, save them, that's going to be the time to ask. Second way is going to be email campaigns, sharing those benefits of having multiple lines with one agency, or getting those multi-policy discounts, or anything like that, or just educating them on certain types of products that we don't sell a lot of, so that maybe we can generate some interest. So email campaigns are going to be a big thing in 2025 for us, and building out a newsletter and building that email list. And then the third one is, which I've always wanted to do, is with our top 20% of our clients, doing those annual renewal reviews, sitting down, dissecting each and every policy, learning more about their lifestyle, their assets. Has anything changed? Have they bought anything? Are they planning on investing? Like, what are those things going to be? And maybe that's bringing in outside help of financial advisors that we've partnered with, or just really providing them real value and making sure we have are protecting all of their assets in all areas of their life. So those are the three main areas that we're going to be focusing on here in 2025. And I'm really excited because I'm really excited to see that percentage that we have right now of monoline policies really go down. So in a nutshell, cross-selling and account running is a must for us in 2025. We're sitting on an incredible amount of opportunity just within our book of business. So we can dramatically increase our revenue with very little investment needed, just a little bit of hard work and intentionality. So I'm really looking forward to this. New business is always going to be important for us, but this is going to just take us to another level. Not only new business, but it's going to dramatically increase our retention as well. So I'm really looking forward to this come 2025. But again, thank you guys for watching this video. I'm really looking forward to just deeper connections with our clients come 2025, and just overall being that advisor to our clients, and not just an order taker, and not just an agent really to just quote your insurance. So yeah, I'm really excited about it. So thank you guys for watching this video. Hope you got something out of it. Subscribe, share it. Please comment down below and let me know your feedback. Let me know what you want to see more of. It really helps me just grow this channel overall. But again, I appreciate each and every one of you, and all the support you've been giving me really, really does mean a lot. So we'll catch you next week.